I recently acquired this Samsung S8 Plus in exchange for a 2-year-old S7 Edge, and I've been using this for about a week, and I'll be sharing you my experience and to answer the question that if this phone is still worth it in 2019, especially that the Samsung S10 is just around the corner and waiting to be launched anytime soon. So sit back, relax, get yourself a coffee or a tea, and with all that said, let's get started. Now the design is quite similar to the S9 Plus, especially at the front. You cannot really distinguish either if you put them side by side. And all I can say that both displays are, in my opinion, are the best in the market right now. Though it's fingerprint magnet, so better have it placed on a case or have it skinned because it's a little bit slippery in the hands. And the infamous fingerprint sensor placement is still annoying. I've never got used to it. I wonder why they decide to put the sensor beside the camera anyway. It's really odd. Now the specs are still impressive in 2019 and still relevant this year in my opinion. All the apps are still running fine, but not as smooth and refined compared to my OnePlus 5T. I still prefer the Oxygen OS that is close to stock Android UI. Now this one I noticed some stutter when opening and closing apps, which is rather annoying if you're in a hurry. It may not bother some, but for me, coming from OnePlus, it is quite noticeable. Not to say that this phone is not a good phone. In fact, the displays and its design is the one made me to decide to get this one. And it did not disappoint. Now this is not a review, but rather a demonstration of the S8 Plus coming this 2019. And let me just say that it is more than capable. If you're looking for a decent phone with flagship specs and features without breaking the bank, this is probably the one for you. Now this button on this side is quite annoying. The Bixby dedicated button, I don't know how many times I pushed it accidentally and it's always on the way. I have never used Bixby and never will. I am still sticking to Google Assistant, which is far more superior and a little less bothersome. And watching YouTube videos are also great, and since the screen is not a standard resolution, you'll have these bars on the side, but you can just pinch up to zoom in to maximize the screen real estate, giving you a much immersive viewing experience. And watching Netflix is also great. The details are superb, the colors are vibrant, though the sound is quite tinny and not too loud compared to the other flagship phones. And to save battery, I changed my resolution to FHD, which makes the letter larger and easier for me to read. It also supports fast charging and it maintains the headphone jack, which is a deciding factor for some users. Overall, the Samsung S8 Plus is a remarkable phone even for this year. The design, the screen, and overall functionality is quite impressive. I'm not recommending buying a new one. If you can find a decent second-hand phone, that would be a better deal. And if you can wait for the release of the Samsung S10, this would make the price of the S8 or even the S9 much lower, which will save you a lot of money. So, that's all for the topic right now. Let me know if you have any phone model suggestions you want me to check. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Cheers guys, I'll see you on my next one.